Hi friends, welcome to my channel, YiaYia's Heart Tarot. I'm hoping that there aren't a lot of you today who are new. I've not been on for a long time, it seems, although I've kind of lost track of some time. For some time I have been kind of struggling with some schedules and energy that has felt really low and just kind of off. So I've not been on here as often as I should, as often as I have in the past. And then I got sick. Pretty much my whole family is sick. We have some little ones that I help take care of. And this time of year, school and getting together, one of the little ones had a birthday party to go to. And so the next day she got quite sick. And the rest of us have kind of fallen like dominoes with the same sickness. And we're not quite sure what it is. Initially, we were thinking it might be respiratory syncytial virus, which has been going around pretty serious. But it seems to be kind of hanging on longer than I would expect from that. Taken a number of COVID tests that were all negative, but I'm not sure how much I believe that. It's kind of feeling like COVID. Regardless, we've all been pretty under the weather. And it gets better and then it gets worse again. And so, I've been really hopeful that I could get back on the channel and get some more readings done. And I'll have a really good day. And then evening closes in and everything's kind of back to where it was to begin with. And I'm sure you can tell from my voice that I am still really struggling with this. But I really wanted to get back on here and just do a simple reading. Just to kind of stay in the saddle, just to kind of keep things flowing, keep the energies flowing. So I'm hoping that that's what will happen. I'm hoping that the energies will flow. I want to do a reading from the departed today. I'm only going to do one reading. So hopefully this will be meaningful to a number of you. I did do just a bit of a meditation before I started. I didn't really have any messages. It was kind of interesting. All I saw in my meditation was myself behind me watching myself. So I think that means that my higher self is watching out for me, kind of keeping an eye on things in case I need help, which I probably will. Excuse me. As I'm feeling a little bit fuzzy-headed. So I'm hoping that, messages can still come through and be useful for you. So I'm just going to do a simple messages from the departed reading, my usual reading that I do. And again, hopefully this will go well. And then I can go back to convalescing again and then hopefully get better real soon so that I can kind of get back into the swing of things. So, without further ado, let's pick a deck. What deck does the departed want us to use today? I think this one. So the first query that we have is, who is coming through for you? Could we have some messages, please, departed, to let us know, to let those listening know who it is that's coming through for them? Who is it that is coming through? Okay. So we got the Eight of Pentacles. This was a very hard-working person. We also got the Strength card, also indicative of someone who works hard, who has a lot of inner strength, who can keep pushing even when they're tired. We got the Three of Spears. So this is the person who was looking to expand their world. They were always looking to, they had a lot around them. They had built up themselves a good household, and they had all that they really needed. but they were always looking to expand even more. And it wasn't that they were greedy and that they wanted more fortunes. They just they never wanted to stagnate. They always wanted to keep reaching for the next new thing, just, like to keep their foot in the door, to keep their finger in the water. They just always wanted to be doing something a little bit new. They just wanted to expand on their knowledge and their skills and their gifts. And then we have the 4 of Spears, and we've got the 5 of Swords. So, and it's interesting that these two are together, and I feel like they need to be together. There was something about their marriage that caused some turmoil. I feel as though later in life this individual may have remarried, and it caused some infighting between the two families. It may have been a blended family where children were brought together, and I'm getting a feeling that it was possibly teenage years or young adulthood years the children were when they came together, enough to be sort of established in their own personalities that they didn't want to be told what to do. And so there was some friction set up with bringing in a new parental figure, perhaps, into this relationship. So anyway, that's who I'm feeling is coming through. I feel like this is a male presence, and that although it could have been a female presence as well, but the energy is just a very hardworking, always striving, salt of the earth kind of person. But that this individual did, probably later in their life, enter into a new relationship, most likely a marriage, that caused some turmoil within the two existing families that were brought together. So hopefully that will help you to know who it is that's coming through for you. So, so Spirit, can you please tell us what was your relationship to my audience? What was the departed's relationship to you? What was their relationship to you? Okay. We got the 2 of Swords. We got the 8 of Grails. We got the Queen of Grails. The 2 of Spears. And the 4 of Swords. Okay, so your relationship to this individual is that you were, it was probably your father. And again, it could be a mother, but I just am feeling, a strong father energy. And it's not necessarily like a biological father. It could have been a grandfather who was like a father to you, or an adoptive father. But it was someone who was a father figure to you. You took a great deal of pride in this individual being this father figure for you, because you were very proud of who they were and what they represented and how they went about their life. You emulated the way that they did things. You very much wanted to be just like Dad, or whoever this person was. But when this marriage came about to this new person, who likely was this woman, a very emotional woman, you felt that it was somewhat of a betrayal, that this father figure kind of stepped away from you in deference to this woman, or to this other person that came into their life. You felt like you were kind of forced to make a choice, that you either had to go along with this new person in this father figure's life and whatever they wanted, which was, really disrupting everything that you knew about this father figure. This new person who came in was kind of imposing some new rules and trying to change him. And it may not have been changes that were necessarily bad, but it was just changing him from the person that you idolized, the person that you saw with such reverence, with such love. So you felt like you were being made to choose between like giving up your idea of who this person was, and just go along with the new you or the new him, or step away. And you were really, really hurt by this. You were really hurt by the fact that this person is someone that you just, from the time you were a little kid, you just looked at this person as though they could do no wrong. Everything they did was so noble and so caring and so strong and so good. Everything about them was just good. And so now that this new person has been brought in, that this new person is trying to change everything about this father figure. And you don't see any reason that he needs to change at all. You think that he's absolutely wonderful, and you resent this person for trying to make him change. But he's trying to go along with it because it's a new relationship, and he's maybe getting to the point where he feels like, maybe I need a little new spice in my life or something along those lines. And so he's really trying to go along with what this person is saying and trying to get him to dress differently or go to different places or take dance lessons or whatever it is. He's trying to be agreeable to what she wants to do because, she thinks that it's fun and he loves her, and so he wants to try and do what she wants him to do, even though he may not feel entirely comfortable about it, but he's going to give it his best shot. But you just feel like it's wrong. You don't want to have anything to do with it. You're really hurt, and you feel like he's abandoning you by doing this. So that's your relationship to the departed. So, excuse me. So what is the question that you have for the departed? Departed, what is your loved one's question to you? What is their question that they have for you? What is your question that you have for the departed? What is your question? Okay, now we're getting a few too many cards here. All right, let's see what we've got. We've got the Knight of Spears, the King of Spears, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So, you want to know, I'm not exactly sure what your question is. Your feeling is that it's not fair to you that they did this. Your feeling is that it was not fair to you that they moved away from who they were to work together or to be together with this other person. Spirit, could you provide some clarification, please, on why the King of Spears and the Knight of Spears are here? Maiden of Spears and the Ace of Grails. Oh, okay. Well, you feel like your connection to this individual and your side of the family, as it were, brought this particular energy, this energy of always pursuing your, not necessarily your dreams, but always pursuing a vision that you had. You never gave up on something. You always went after, if you had an idea about something, you always, it was honorable to you to follow through. If you started something, or if you had an idea, if you had a creative idea that you felt was going to be something that would benefit someone else, whether that be someone in your family, whether that be someone in your community, whether that be just the world at large. If you had an idea, and this isn't just you, audience, and this isn't just you, departed, this is sort of the family theme. You were brought up that if you had a brilliant idea, if you had a spark of insight, it was almost like it was your duty to pursue that, to try and bring it to reality. If it was something that was going to create some good in the world, then the way you were brought up, excuse me, is that it was important to pursue it. Hang on. So sorry. I was hoping I could get through without a coughing fit, but it was not to be. Anyway, your family dynamic was such that if there was an idea that was brought forth, if there was a project or something that could bring good to the world, it was like a family duty. It was the almost the creed of your family that you had to pursue it and at least make an attempt to bring it to fruition if it was something that was going to help. And this new person that's come into the relationship, or that came into the relationship, this new marriage, which I honestly believe it was a woman that came in, was a very, very emotional, probably somewhat impatient and impulsive individual. And your family had this sense of, again, they had a sense of hard work. They had a sense of fairness, and that, their word was their bond. If you started something, you saw it through as best you could. But this new person that came in, this new woman that came into this father figure's life, or the new person that came into this parental figure's life, was emotional and impatient. And, she was also he or she was also very spontaneous and loved to do fun things, but had no real patience and initiative and stick-to-itiveness. They just didn't follow through with things. They'd get started with something, and if it didn't bear fruit, like right away, they got impatient and impetuous, and they just wanted to move on to the next thing. So your question for your departed loved one is, why were they with this person? Because it went so much against everything that you felt the family stood for. So you want to know why. Why was he or they with this new person who seemed so far afield from everything that you had learned from this individual? You felt so betrayed by this, and so you want to know why. Why did he go? Why was your departed loved one? Why did they go with this new person? Why? I think I need a new deck here. No, we'll stick with this one. Okay, so, departed, what is your answer to your loved one's query? What is your answer? Well, we do need a new deck. Let's go with this one. Okay, so Departed, what is your answer to your loved one? Why you ended up with this individual? Why you went with them? Why were you drawn to them? Why were you with them? Okay. So we got the Queen of Pentacles. Got the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Well, I'm feeling like the answer here is that it was an impulsive decision and they regret it. They didn't see the whole picture. Your loved one did not see the whole picture with this individual. What they saw in this individual, in this person that they probably got married to, was just a really... They saw a very fulfilled life. They saw somebody who appeared to have it all. Somebody who just exuded abundance. This person looked as though they had the perfect happy family, the beautiful house, just a happy household. They appeared to have just a very happy household and everything under control. Everything in what that happy household means, they seem to have that. And for whatever reason, your loved one saw that and felt like that was what... I felt like your loved one almost felt like that was what he needed to bring to his family, what he needed to bring to you, was this perfect setting, sort of this perfect backdrop that this woman seemed to have. I don't know if, if your family, even though it was hardworking, you didn't have a lot, as far as material goods were concerned, possibly. Or maybe there wasn't a mother in the picture for a long time for you. Maybe it was just you with your father. Maybe your mother had been gone for a long time or had never been in the picture. And so he felt like that was really something that was needed for you and for the family to complete this family. I feel like he did this because he felt like it was what you needed, what you, and if you had siblings, what your siblings needed. It was what was going to provide all the things that he couldn't, is what he thought was going to happen with this. But he didn't see the whole picture. He didn't really take time to get to know this person, maybe, and didn't see. He didn't have the perspective to see what was going to happen, and he really came to regret it. So that's his answer. He was trying to provide like the perfect home for you, and if there were other siblings, for them as well. But he didn't get the whole picture before he committed, and he regretted it. He realized after a time that it wasn't the answer that he thought it was going to be. So, Spirit, thank you for that message. Departed, thank you for your Thank you for your messages to your loved ones. Is there anything else that you'd like them to know? What is something that you would like them to know? Departed, what is something that you would like your loved ones to know? Okay. Got the Queen of Wands. We got the Chariot, the Strength card. Got the Strength card again. The Five of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is again. We got that one again too. And the Hierophant. Okay. So this is how they see you, the Queen of Wands. They see you still as, they recognize, and this is who you were over here too. I'm almost positive. Yes. Yes. No. Sorry. Different queen. Anyway, this is how they see you. They see you as the Queen of Wands. They see you as how you see yourself. This is the embodiment of who you saw them to be in you. So that Wands energy that we saw so much earlier on, you know, that sticking with things and pursuing a dream and having amazing insights and always going a little bit further. That's that Wands energy, and that's how they see you. This is you, the Queen of Wands. So they want you to know that they recognize that what you idolized in them, what you wanted to become, you have become. They see that you have this amazing inner strength, and that you are moving forward, and that you have the capability to move forward with this incredible inner strength that you have, and this drive to be innovative, to be passionate about your, about your visions. They want you to not isolate yourself. They're afraid that because of what happened with this union, that you will shy away from connecting with someone else. But they want you to. They want you to have this celebration, this amazing connection with another person that is a lifelong connection, and a connection worth celebrating. Also the Hierophant here, this also speaks of a marriage connection. So they really want you to. I don't know if there's someone in the picture right now that you would consider becoming married to or staying with, committing yourself to this. The Hierophant and the Four of Wands actually speak of a ceremony. So I feel like they're talking about a marriage ceremony. So they're saying to you, don't isolate yourself. They don't want you to be alone. They absolutely do not want you to be alone through your life. So they're encouraging you. I mean, I'm getting the feeling that there may be a marriage proposal either already on the table or that's coming soon. And they want you to take it. They want you to not be alone in your life. They want to make sure that you don't shy away from your chance at happiness and connection because of the way this connection that they made turned out. They realized that it wasn't what they had hoped that it would be, and that they really didn't think things through very well. But you're not that. You're not that person, and you're not the connection that you have made, the marriage proposal that either is before you now, is coming soon, or will be in the future. Because of this energy that you have here, this Queen of Wands energy, this inner strength, and this moving forward energy, it's going to be a wonderful connection. It's going to be a connection that is going to carry you through your life. It's going to move you ahead in your life. It's not just going to be a connection that's always going to be there. It's going to be a connection that is going to, improve both of you, because you're going to work together to move forward. You're going to come together to become something greater than you are individually. So they want you to know that they absolutely want you to accept this proposal of love that has either come to you already or will be coming to you in the very near future. They want you to dive in the way that they're saying that it's the same as it's the same as the family creed. If it's something that can make the world better, then they want you to pursue it. They want you to make good on it. And this union between you and someone else is something that will make the world better. So they want you to know that they don't want you to be alone. They love you and they are proud of you and they want you to be happy. And the best way for you to do that is to combine your strength with this other individual who loves you and is also strong and passionate like you are. So that's their message to you. So let's get one more, let's get an oracle card here and see what other message, let's see if there's one final message that we can get from the oracle cards here. So Spirit, could we please have one additional message for this audience? A message from their departed or just a message in general? Okay, we got Thea. So let's look in the book and see who she is and what her message is. So Thea, the key words with her are illumination, psychic visions. This is the goddess of sight and heavenly light. Your intuitive insight is attempting to contact your conscious attention. Put to use your tools that will best enable you to interpret these symbols. Meditate and reflect. Try to recall your dreams by journaling. Some quiet solitude is in order. Thea is the goddess of the blue sky, and with her gift of crystal clear vision, she reminds you of your intuitive gifts and how they must be attended to. So I take from this that there's going to be signs. If you don't already know who this individual is, who this perfect individual for you, or if you're uncertain that they are the perfect individual for you, there's going to be signs, and you're going to know. You're going to know that what those mean, and it's going to give you the confirmation maybe that you need to be certain, to be confident in your choice, and to say yes. So I hope this reading has been helpful. I feel like this was a very uplifting reading. So even though I am talking through my nose and we had to stop so that I could cough for a while, I feel like this went really well, and I'm really, really happy that I went ahead and did this, and I'm happy that you were here with me. And again, I hope that it brings you everything that you need from this. And happiness and joy, and I am so grateful, so grateful that you have been here with me. So when I get back on the channel, I hope to see you again. I'm hoping to kick this, whatever this is, real soon, and I'm hoping that you are all well. I'm sending you love and Reiki for any healing that anybody needs, also to cleanse this space. This is blessed with Reiki. So none of this will come through. But yeah, I'm just really happy you've been here, and thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Bye-bye.